Today we're going to be showing you the best free games for the iPhone 5S. Hey guys, what's up? It's Arif MapFind here. Today I'm going to be showing you the best free iPhone 5S games. We've got 30 games in 8 different categories to show you guys, and let me know what your favorite free iPhone 5S games are in the comment section below. Be sure to check out my best free iPhone 5S apps video as well, and without further ado, let's get started on the best free iPhone 5S games. First up, we're going to show you the best arcade games. The first arcade game that we have is Zombie Tsunami. This is a really fun game that lets you guide an entire tsunami worth of zombies trying to eat as many people's brains as possible. The more people you eat, the more zombies you have to control. Just watch out for the bombs. You can even destroy cars, later on buses, and unlock a lot of really cool power-ups that let you eat even more people. It's definitely a really fun game, and it's one of the best arcade games out there. Another really great game is Despicable Me Minion Rush. Very similar to the Temple Run style games, what Minion Rush lets you do is pretty much run around the entire Despicable Me lab as one of the minions. There's a lot of cool power-ups, the graphics look amazing, and I absolutely love this game. It's a great arcade style game that you can just pick up and play, and you never know what you're going to find next. Temple Run 2, the sequel to one of the classic games that started the arcade genre in the iPhone itself, is an amazing application that really lets you take advantage of the Temple Run looking amazing on the iPhone 5S. Temple Run works really well. There's a lot of different things that you can do. I love the graphics and I love all the updated features in Temple Run 2. Another great application is Jetpack Joyride. There's a lot of great achievements to unlock. The gameplay is very fluid. I love the feel of it. There's a lot of different power-ups that you can access along your gameplay. Just an amazing full-featured game by Half-Brick, the same people who bought us Fruit Ninja and a lot of those other great applications. You can even collect spin tokens to unlock secret power-ups later on. I absolutely love all the cool power-ups and things that are featured in this game. It works absolutely amazing, and I definitely recommend checking out Jetpack Joyride. Subway Surfer is another great game similar to those endless running genre. Basically, you're running around on the subway, jumping on top of trains, over trains, beside trains, collecting all these really cool power-ups, and just having a great time. Basically, what you gotta do is run and escape some of these cops that are chasing you. It's definitely a really fun game, and I recommend giving it a try. Punch Quest lets you punch your way through endless levels in a dungeon-style 8-bit format. I absolutely love the gameplay. It works really well on the iPhone 5S, and there's only 2 controls. You automatically run, but you can use the right and the left side of the screen to access your 2 sides of controls. Now that you also have a bunch of power-ups as well. You've got a dinosaur shooting lasers. I mean, you gotta know a game is good when a power-up is a dinosaur shooting lasers. Those are all the really cool arcade games available on the iPhone 5S. The next category we have are our casino apps. The first one is Big Fish Casino. This is a really fun casino style game that has slots, Texas Hold'em, blackjack, roulette. It's got a lot of different games all in one, and you get a lot of free coins every few hours. You get some free coins so that you can play. You don't necessarily have to buy them. Obviously, there's that option as well. But it's really cool. First, I'll just show you, I guess, the slots. I mean, they also have poker and all that good stuff. Basically, they've got a lot of really cool games all in this one application. It works just like a casino. It's like a virtual one, but obviously you're not betting any real money. You just get all of these virtual chips that you have. It's a really fun game. It's got all these kind of slots, but I love the fact that it's not just slots. It also has stuff like roulette as well. So if we go back out to the lobby, you can see that you can also play roulette, You can play blackjack. There's a lot of different games all featured right here in Big Fish Casino. So I definitely recommend checking that game out. The other casino app that we have is Slots Pharaoh's Way. Now this is one of the most fair slots games I've actually seen. I've gotten pretty far on this one, and the payouts are pretty big, so it's not trying to get you to buy stuff. Like some of the other ones will drain you instantly, they make it really hard on you. This one is actually easy to win and actually really fun to play because there's a lot of different slot machines that you unlock as you go along. You can make higher and higher bets. And before I got the iPhone 5S, I had actually already gotten over like to level 70 without spending a single dime. So it's definitely a really fun casino game that you can actually win at, as opposed to the ones that just want you to pay money. The next category that we have are casual games. These are games that you can pick up and play and really just enjoy yourself for a nice little casual game that you don't really have to worry about getting the super duper high score. It's just something you can pick up and play, and it's something you can play like at a bus stop or just when you're out and about. It's a really fun game, and so right now we've got Solitaire Blitz, which is definitely pretty cool. I really love this app. Basically what it lets you do is play solitaire, but at the same time you're going to be able to get all these different power-ups and special abilities that'll let you further your game. It's definitely a really fun game, and I recommend checking out Solitaire Blitz. Another great game by the same people who made Solitaire Blitz, they made Bejeweled Blitz, which is Bejeweled, but the same thing as Solitaire Blitz. It's got a lot of special power-ups and bonuses added right into the game. So it's the same Bejeweled you know and love, with a lot of great bonuses just added in there. Now Candy Crush kind of takes Bejeweled Blitz and goes above and beyond, creating a very, very addicting game where you have all of these different shapes and areas that you gotta crush all of these different candies in, and basically it's just the same kind of mechanics as Bejeweled, but it's very addicting and very fun. So I recommend checking out Candy Crush, although it might end up sucking up a lot of your time. And Tetris, basically this is the original Tetris. There's also a Tetris Blitz, but I don't like that as much as the original Tetris. Now I'm not the best at Tetris, so you're probably going to be watching me fail at this, but basically it's just a one-touch kind of Tetris. You can also play the more traditional Tetris where you have the kind of controllers and you can tell it where to go, which way to turn. But I definitely like the way Tetris is played right here on the iPhone. They've definitely done a great job adapting it and making it available to the new age of technology and with iPhones and one-touch kind of actions. Now there's also Icon Pop, and this particular one I'm looking at reality shows. So basically you got to guess whatever the icon is. So American Idol. There we go. And basically you're just trying to guess as many shows as you want. You can even download it as a wallpaper. And there's a lot of great stuff and a lot of great features in here. There are so many different categories that I really recommend checking it out. You can also get rid of the ads within an in-app purchase, but it is a free game that I really enjoy playing. As you can see, there's a lot of different levels to play through, so it's definitely really fun. And the final app is 4 Pics, 1 Word. Basically, you have to look at these 4 pictures and try and discern the word out of these pictures. So I can kind of tell that this is train, and see, you get some coins from that. It's a pretty fun app that lets you kind of just pick it up and play, test it out. It gets more challenging as you go along, so I recommend checking out all of these games if you want a little bit of casual gameplay. Next up, we've got the best racing games. The first racing game that we have is Real Racing 3, which definitely helped revolutionize the racing genre. I'm a huge fan of the other Real Racing games, and the really cool thing is that it is realistic racing, which means that there's no boosts or power-ups. It's all just what you would get if you were really racing on a regular racetrack. I absolutely love the physics, and it works really well. The next racing game that we have is Zombie Road Trip, which is a little bit more of an arcade-style game. However, it's still pretty fun to race on. This game basically has you running from all these different zombies, while at the same time having to shoot down zombies. You use these different controls on the side to do flips and try and get away from the zombies as best as possible. When you encounter any other zombies, you can shoot them just by tapping the screen and firing one of your many guns that you have. This game is definitely pretty fun as well. Lane Splitter puts you in the shoes of a motorcycle racer, and you can actually play as one of many different characters in this very fun motorcycle racing game. I definitely love it, and one of the cool things is it's a racing game that actually can be played in portrait mode, which you don't see a lot of. It's definitely really fun. It's got some high-speed action. There's a lot of different coins and stuff. It does a good job combining the arcade-style gameplay along with a really great racer that you can enjoy. And the final racing game that we have is Asphalt 8. I am a huge fan of Asphalt 8, and it's actually for free right now. It's really fun to play. I love the graphics. The physics work amazing. I just really love playing Asphalt 8. It's an amazing franchise. It's one of my favorite racing games, even better, in my opinion, than the real racing games. And I absolutely love them right here on iOS. Those are all my favorite racing games that are free for the iPhone 5S. Now we're actually going to take a quick break to thank our sponsors, but we'll be back with many more iPhone 5S free games right after the break.
This video is brought to you by AppNana, the cool app that lets you get paid apps, iTunes gift cards, and more absolutely free. Go to appnana.com/appfind in your mobile browser to get started. Now what you're going to do is just log in and create an account. From there, you'll receive 10,000 nanas for using our unique URL. You can use points to get all of these cool apps, Amazon gift cards, iTunes gift cards, PayPal Cash, and a lot more. There's a lot of great rewards, all available on AppNana. Now, the way to get more points is just to download regular apps that are absolutely free. Once you download the apps like Hotels.com, you'll be rewarded with free points. We just got 3,900 points just for downloading Hotels.com. For even more points, use my referral code A445859. Use that exact referral code to get you 2,500 more nanas. You can use nanas for all of these amazing apps, so what are you waiting for? Sign up today. Also, click here to watch the full AppNana tutorial.
The next category we have is tower defense games. These include tower defense and reverse tower defense games. The first one that we have, Tiny Troopers 2, is actually a reverse tower defense game where you're trying to actually infiltrate enemy bases, shoot down people just by targeting them. It's a really fun game. You can infiltrate the bases, try and complete all the objectives. There's a lot of different power-ups. I just love how well thought out the entire game is. It just works really well. Overall, the gameplay works very smooth, and I absolutely love Tiny Troopers 2. Next up, we've got Plants vs. Zombies 2, which is another amazing free tower defense game that we have right here. Just going to show you just a little bit of one of the first couple of levels. It's definitely really fun, and it keeps you coming back. Also, be sure to check out my Plants vs. Zombies 2 review, along with my reviews of all of the different plants in Plants vs. Zombies. There should be a link up here in the annotations. But just to get it started here, you're just going to basically just select a couple. I'll just choose some random ones. And once you start it out, basically what you're trying to do is set up your entire tower defense. You can set up all of these different sunflowers, collect sun. You can use those sun to purchase your pea pod shooters. Those pea pod shooters are going to help attack any of the zombies that come in and try to destroy your garden. I definitely love the Plants vs. Zombies 2 game. It's definitely a really great game and one of the favorites on the iPhone 5S. It just works so well. So as you can see here, the zombies come in, you destroy them with your pea shooter. It's just a really amazing game right here on the iPhone 5S. That's it for the tower defense games. Let's continue on to our next set of games. Next up, we're going to take a look at some of the really cool simulation games for the iPhone 5S. The first game is Simpsons Tapped Out, which is an absolutely amazing game right here on the iPhone 5S. It lets you play with your friends, really take control of your own Springfield city. So as you can see here, you've got a lot of different features. You got Slideshow Bob coming in here, so you got to tap him to get rid of him. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can really totally customize your town. Now, as you can see, I can collect all of the different experience and money from these houses, and it gains money and experience over time. Then I can also hit the little thumbs up on all the missions that I have my characters doing. I can start them out on new missions. So see, send Homer to visit the track. Hit do it. He can visit the track, and when he's done, you'll get some additional experience. It's really cool. There's a big storyline behind it, and I really like the game overall. I recommend checking out Simpsons Tapped Out. Another really great game is Clash of Clans. Right now I'm actually attacking an enemy fortress, as you can see. I've sent in some of my guys to destroy their stronghold, and I'm about to destroy all of it. Basically, what you can do is you control a clan and you have to mine natural resources and then go and attack all of your enemies. And the more you attack and the more enemies you destroy, the more powerful you become. But you gotta be careful because your friends can come and attack you at any time. So it's definitely a really fun game that I enjoy playing. Basically, Clash of Clans has a mixture of being able to run a Sim City, but at the same time being able to attack other people and be able to achieve all these different victories, which is definitely a pretty cool feature. As you can see here, I have my town and I can train some of my new soldiers. It's definitely a pretty cool app that I recommend checking out. Now, Sims Free Play is everything you love about the Sims game, but you can actually do a free play of it. So what I have right here is I've got my Sims. It's kind of glitching a little bit, but basically what I can do is I can control all the Sims and stuff, and there's a lot of great features that get involved with the Sims Free Play game. Basically, it's a free-to-play version of The Sims. And the final game that we have here in simulation is Tiny Tower. Basically, you run your entire skyscraper, you can stock buildings, you can serve customers. It's a really cool app, but it is also going to be very time consuming. So be warned, you might find yourself playing a lot of it. Next category I have here is my With Friends games. Now, Words with Friends is actually a really fun game. It's by Zynga, and basically what you can do is play with your friends and start a game back and forth where you can actually basically do kind of like a Scrabble gameplay. I mean, I know most of you guys probably already know what Words with Friends is. Recommend checking it out. It's a really fun game to play, especially going back and forth with friends. Now, another cool game is Bubble Galaxy with Buddies. What this lets you do is be able to play against other people in this kind of like bubble popping game. So if you take a look here, what you could do is you launch bubbles in certain directions, and then you can play against other people, so you can bounce them off of walls. It's a pretty fun game. It's one of those kind of addicting games that you're going to get really addicted to over time. And you can play these against other people. The balls are slowly moving down, so if they get too close, then they're going to destroy you. It's a pretty fun game. There's a lot of different power-ups and stuff that you can get in here. So I recommend checking out Bubble Galaxy with Buddies as well. Now for the category you've all been waiting for, hardcore games. The first game that we have is Shadowgun Dead Zone, which is a really fun multiplayer game that you can actually use as a first-person shooter. It's definitely pretty cool. Let's check it out. As you can see, it's a really fun game where you can play against different people in a really fun multiplayer format. Definitely love Shadowgun, and it's available for free, so be sure to check it out. The next hardcore app that we have is The Walking Dead. Now, I'm not going to show you playing this game right now because that would give it away. There's a lot of great stuff in the game itself. And basically, you control everything as you go along. You make your own decisions, and it is an absolutely amazing game. Now, the first episode is free, and then you can buy the additional episodes for in-app purchases, but I absolutely love it, and I recommend you check it out, especially if you're a fan of the TV show. It is an amazing app. The next really cool hardcore game that we have is Deer Hunter 2014. It's a really fun game where you simulate deer hunting. You got a lot of great materials that you can use. You can scope out the deer and whatever you're going to be shooting at. and take your shot. And I love the bullet time effect when you're actually shooting. It really slows it down and it shows you where your bullet's going. It's definitely a really great game, and I recommend checking it out. Another amazing game on the iPhone 5S is Dungeon Hunter 4. The graphics are absolutely phenomenal, and I really love the gameplay. It's a really great game with really amazing graphics. There's a lot of great objectives and different missions that you can go on, and I'm a big fan of the Dungeon Hunter games, and the fourth one is no different, except for the fact that this one's actually free. I recommend giving it a try. It's definitely a must-have. And the final game that we're going to be showing you guys today, and arguably one of the best games here, is Injustice: Gods Among Us. It's an amazing game. I really love it. It's got great graphics, great visuals. It's got Infinity Blade style gameplay, but at the same time, it's really fun to play. Now you can choose your characters that you want to compete with, and then you can attack all of these villains and other characters. It's really cool because there's a lot of different attacks and special abilities that you can use. Obviously, I've leveled up my character a lot. I'm playing one of the first levels, so I'm just going to beat him very easily. But there's a lot of great moves and combos that you can play. You can win a lot of credits. It's definitely a really great game to play. I highly recommend giving it a try. This is one of my absolute favorites on iOS, and it is absolutely free. Sure, there are some in-app purchases, but I recommend checking out Injustice. That's it, guys. You've seen 30 different free iPhone 5S games. They all look stunning on the iPhone. Now, if you think I missed one and you have your other favorite free iPhone 5S games, let me know in the comment section below. I look forward to reading all of them. And be sure to subscribe, because I've got other videos coming out soon. Also, check out my best free apps and paid games and paid apps. Once again, I'm Ira from AppFind. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.